In this video, I'm going to show you how to make half square triangles 4 at a time. And this blog post includes a cheat sheet to help you get the measurements right for a bunch of sizes of half square triangles, all the way up from 1 inch to 16 inches. So this cheat sheet tells you what size you need to cut to get 4 at a time based on the measurement you want for your final quilt. So I have chosen to do 4.5 inches, and that measurement is when it's sewn into the quilt. So that my trim size will be 5 inches, which gives me seam allowance for when I sew them together in the quilt. And so my starting size is 8 inches. So we're going to start by cutting 2 8-inch squares, and we're going to put them facing each other, right sides together. And we're just going to put a few pins in the corners to hold it. Now this one, for the 4 at a time method, we are going to start by sewing, and then we will cut it open. All right, so with this one, we are just going to sew these together all the way around the edges, basically enclosing the square. Okay, so I've sewn around the edges with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I used a black thread so you can see that pretty well, but normally I would use a white thread for this since my fabric's white. So that's all the sewing we need to do for this 4 at a time method. Now we're going to cut it open. So bring out my mat for this and a ruler. So we're going to cut it diagonally from one corner to the other, from the left top corner to the right bottom, and then opposite. So we don't actually need to draw lines, but if you do want to draw lines, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm going to line up my ruler corner to corner and just slice it. And then along here, the best way to get this straight is to make sure the line down here is straight, and then make sure the top of the ruler goes through the point of the triangle. There's 2, and then we'll cut this one open. And then you have 4 half square triangles, and then you can just trim them up so that they are the trim size. So I'm going to trim mine up to 5 inches square. It's just going to cut off these little corners and just a teeny bit of the sides. And that is how to do 4 at a time half square triangles. So you can download the cheat sheet on my website, and then you'll have all the measurements you need to make these in any size and make your quilts a lot faster.